Hello. How's it going? Oh, I should probably open up chat or something. Just to see. I'm gonna get rid of the chat box. I'm gonna leave the alert box up. Oh, that's right in the middle of the screen. Wow, that's a terrible place to put that. Alert box. It's gonna go right in the corner of my screen. Alright. I'm a bad streamer. I haven't set this thing up yet. Okay. So I've done a little bit of thinking about first off all these sound changes. I actually have the sound change applier. I have all of these changes in the sound change applier. Let me go to CA2. And parse. Here's a thing, and here's the output. Let me actually find the video. My current stream. It's weird. My video isn't loading. Yeah, let's look at this output lexicon. Let's see what's in here. I don't like the idea of that. This sh is here. Wait, I wanna report which rules apply. Fee turns into sh. I don't know why that is. So it becomes sh, obviously. Or it becomes she, obviously. And then, oh, S to D. Right, and then I have S. It just gets deleted. Yeah, no. Oh, wait, no. Because I do want it to get deleted. Otherwise. Oh, wait. No, I want it to stay there because I already have a thing that deletes it. Okay, now I'm wondering why they all end in So a lot of the words are ending in I don't really like that. Where is it showing me the intermediate results? It's weird. They're all ending in because all end in because any regular short vowels at the end of a word become because otherwise they would just get dropped. Should probably go ahead and look over this at some point. See what I can do about this. How about in stressed syllables at the end, we disallow any of the changes that will make it. We disallow all of the vowel changes. So the low short vowels becoming and then the low long vowels becoming short. So disallow that, disallow that. That makes sense, that works, that's fine. Do we want to get rid of this long distinction here? Okay, so we have high long, we have high regular, then we have short long and short regular. And of course this is in the wrong area, but high. No, that makes no sense. Low, long, high, long. Not short, long. short. No. So this is in unstressed vowels. So we have low tone short becomes low tone short becomes long tone short becomes just short, low, long tone. Just become low. And then later, high, long. This is gonna stay, well, this actually gets deleted, doesn't it? I need an O with slash. Nope. That's that is not what that's not what I wanted, but you know. Should paste that in. So then eventually it gets deleted sometimes. Then low tones become lax. I'll just say something like mostly deleted, mostly deleted. Becomes lax. High tone long vowels become short. Long vowels become short. Okay. So the high tone becomes just tense. It just becomes tense vowels. Okay, that makes sense. And then in stressed syllables, we'll just say unstressed low tone vowels. Unstressed. And that's an unstressed. I've also had the idea of umlaut popping around. I guess I'll add that to here. I don't know about word final vowel loss. Is word initial consonant loss a thing? How often is that? I feel like I'm gonna go over here. I feel like I hope this is not Vietnamese, trust me. The gloss top kind of disappears a lot, but I'm trying to involving that to, I want change the sounds to there. Do consonants change into, yeah, okay. Here's an example of, oh. Where have I seen gross ventre? I've seen that really recently, that word. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh, because I was looking at landslides the other day. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if there's any consonants that go to glottal stops at the beginning of words. I'm not seeing that, but I'm seeing a lot of cases where nothing just becomes a glottal stop. In a lot of different languages. I guess that's pretty common cross-linguistically. They're becoming glottal stop at the ends of words. At the ends of words. Hypothetical substrate. It's a very interesting name for a language. What language do you speak? Oh, I speak hypothetical Arrowing substrate. Except at the beginning of words. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of shit happening at the ends of words, so. Since final stress. Is final stress a common thing? In linguistics. said to be stressed on the final syllable. Final syllable, yep, okay. Okay. Alright, I'm consider that pretty fair. Maybe we could have some weird like Mora thing where it's like, you know, stresses on final if it's long, but if it's not long, then it's on the penultimate. That would be kind of interesting, because I'm kind of thinking about I want some sort of non-concatenative morphology. I know that's all the rage today among conlangers, but I kind of want some non-concatenative morphology. So yeah, like thinking. I think I want that to happen. I think I want like a Mara system. Oops. Oh god, no. It's a bad idea. Stress on final syllable. Only in unstressed syllables. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, let me apply sound changes. Yeah, now we have more interesting vowels at the ends of words. So then we could say, okay, stresses on the final syllable. Stress on penult unless I'm just gonna write Mora sort of thing here. That's what it's called, right? Mora. Oh, wait. Two more. In the case of long vowel or diphthong. Some languages. In some languages, the consonant the coda represents one mora, and in others, does not. kind of, I'm struggling with whether I want to have codas represent one mora or not. Because I feel like that would just make everything a little bit more complicated, but also that would cause more variation, more non-concatenative morphology. See, I think I have CCVC. That's my allowed constants. Yeah, I'm wondering what I'm going to do about my phonotactics. I think that's going to be mainly this episode. I do have ideas for grammar listed here, though, so I might get to those. We're not going to do word initial consonant loss because that doesn't really seem to be a thing. I mean, that kind of makes sense because you have the most energy to speak at the beginning of a word, But at the end of the word final, you're kind of getting bogged down. You're kind of running out of speech. You're running out of air in your lungs. It doesn't really make sense, but fuck. Sorry, I'm readjusting my blinds right now. All right. I do kind of like the idea of umlaut. I'll leave that for a possibility for later. So for the syllabic constants, the more I think about it, the more I want to do it. I definitely want to do syllabic constants. So we'll have CCVC. We'll do ABVC because I don't actually know what I want to have in each of these. We'll rename those later. So maybe we'll make a chart. Okay, first we'll deal with syllabic vowels, consonants. So oops. Okay. Now that I'm coming back to it, I like the idea of having tsa and za. I think I'm going to keep that. I'm leaning towards the idea of allowing labialized ra. Ra and ra versus ra and ra. Ra. I kind of find it hard to distinguish between these two, but I bet that's just because I'm an English speaker and those are allophones for me. I mean, those aren't even really the way I speak those, I don't think. I don't want to get sidetracked. I think it's retroflex for me. Ra. Run. Run. No, I don't think they are. Tree. I think sometimes they are. They might be allophones. Who knows? Who knows? Really? Really? I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think the way that I do them. Oh, whoa! What happened here? I think I pronounced them. No, there's a really weird one. It's like all the slash. I think that's how I know. Where's the retroflex one? Where's that weird retroflex R? It's R with a backslash and a tick. Okay. Oops. Tick. Okay. Raw. I think that's how I pronounce it. HTML output. That's interesting. I'm leaning towards the idea of keeping that. I'm leaning towards the idea of getting rid of the this affricate just because it's so close to those two phonemes. And maybe that's just because I don't have those in my dialect. You know, we don't really use those in English. We don't really use cha and sha. But I feel like cha is very close to both of those. And it's also really close to cha, and tsa as well. It makes it look a bit unsymmetric, but I like the idea of having these. Ka, ga, qua, qua. I'm definitely leaning towards the idea of getting rid of gua. Having that early on merge with qua, qua, gua, guimbo, 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 gimbo. I'm still really liking the idea of umlaut just because I want to. I think that's just gonna alter the vowels even more, you know. I don't really want to infix anything. I'm trying not to make a triconsonantal root sort of thing, you know, but I really don't want it to become that, but, you know. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna sit on that. I'm really leaning towards the idea of keeping it. I just don't like having the idea. I just don't like the idea of ka and ha versus cha, cha, tsa, tsa, cha, 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 Cha. Ha. Cha. Cha. Or cha. 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 I don't know. I don't know, actually. Okay. We're gonna have these are syllabic consonants. Those are our syllabic consonants. Ra, ra, ra. And these syllabic consonants exist after the change happens. After the palatal and labial spreading. The harmony. I don't like saying labial spreading. That just sounds very inappropriate. So I'm gonna say labial harmony, palatal harmony. That's probably even a more accurate way to say it. It's just like nasal harmony. It's a thing, right? Consonant harmony. Yes, this is exactly what I'm thinking about. Consonant gradation. Oh, this is a specific type of thing. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do today, mainly, is we're going to make a chart of everything that comes into contact afterwards. Well, okay, so this gets complicated because we have CCVC. And so, you could have a CCVC right next to a CCVC. And so you have three constants going together. So I think this right here is going to be all the possible onsets, and then all the possible onset combinations. So I'm actually curious, how many consonants do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pia. I like that we have we don't have a PB. We don't have any B's. We do have P with the old J above it. That's very interesting. Is that something that I want? I think I want the glottal stop to evolve. I don't have a sound change for that though. I don't have a sound change that does that. just gonna. Striking hollow for the world. Striking hollow for the world. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna come up with a sound change for making the glottal stop a thing. Do I want to evolve it? Oh, interesting. Interesting. It's an interesting word I've never heard before. Chroneme. Chronos meaning time. So what do I want to do? I want to, I guess, have it degrade at the end of a word, maybe? All right. Index diachronica. Give me inspiration. I know I just looked at you, but how does this thing form? Usually, I think it's like stops getting weaker. We have some nasals getting weaker. That's interesting. Not too surprising, though. Before P. So, like, amp would be like amp, 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 amp. That's weird. That's hard to pronounce. Asp, asp. What the hell is that sound? It's from eBay on my phone. It's weird. Why are they suddenly sending me notifications? I don't understand that. Yeah, there's a lot of consonants becoming that. See. Glottal stop. How about we have a simple one? H becomes the glottal stop at the end of a word, because I hate coda H. All my homies hate coda H. And I think nobody likes eng at the beginning of words, right? Let me get... Where the hell? There it is. Eng. Either nasal. A large portion of them, only half of 469 language nice surveyed in Anderson 2008 had a velar nasal phoneme. As a further curiosity, a large portion of them limits its occurrence to the syllable coda, which is interesting because I mean we do that in English. You know, you can't have a word like nah. But we can have a word like ang. Yeah, we can have a word like sing-ing. We can't have ging. Can't have like a. We can have ing. We can't have ning. That's just not allowed in English. That's really weird. So I'm gonna say that onset and becomes a glottal stop. Sure. Fuck it. Who cares? Is that a common thing? Let me search this up. Eng becomes N. Glottal stop becomes eng. Okay. Nope. Eng just becomes deleted. Okay. Oh! Oh, that actually really reminds me. Holy shit. Fuck. Actually, the nasals can also be syllabic. I forgot about that. Oh, wow. I did not add a lot of syllabic stuff. There's a lot more things that can be syllabic. I didn't even think about it. Wah. 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 Nah. Yeah. Tzu. Tuzma. Tuzza. Tuzsha. Tuzha. Tuzfa. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the idea of ra. That the r being a syllabic consonant. But nah, and yay. And eng. Is this called anything cool like eng? No, it's just an IPA symbol. Oh, interesting. They use it as their orthography. Yeah. I mean, that letter just looks really cool. Conlang, why no chat display? Because y'all can see the chat in the corner when you rewatch the video. I can add it back if you want. Conlang. CV. And then also we could probably actually allow quite a few of these with these new rules. So like Chedaka. Do I want to allow geminates? That's an interesting thing to think about. Chedaka. I think I do, because I want, stops to assimilate to each other. Moofsta. Kind of battling with the idea of maybe allowing CVC so that I can force syllables into the middles of words. I can move shit around. Or I can... you know, not maybe not move syllables around, but move, you know, move consonants around. That would be cool. Urpu, urpe, urpe. Rapu becomes urpu. That's an interesting one. Raye. Raye. Yeah. Che. 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 How? Yeah, that would have to assimilate with that thing. Okay. I still have to write all this out. Write out this whole ass chart. Oops. So fucking special. But I'm a creep. What am I doing here? I don't belong here. Wish I could play music for you guys. I'm listening to music myself, but the Mickey, the mouse, he has to have his money. Yeah, I'll do those later. Make those better. Or no, oops, wrong one. Tsadza, cha-ja. I'm gonna leave that one in because I don't know. I really want to remove it, but I don't know if I'm gonna remove it or not. It's should have made this off camera. Should have done a lot of things off camera. And I think I did some things off camera, but what am I doing here? Oh, actually fits perfectly. Oh! Oh wait, no, there's more. There's more. I was like, wow, that fits perfect. I don't belong here. 'Cause I'm a creep. Ah, this will be a fun one to fill out, won't it be? I can just do R, and then I can, I don't know, copy paste this. Or, upside down R, oops. Big upside down R. Then we want to have right side up R with W. Ra. And upside down R with W. Ra. These are all going to be Arial. Perfect. Look at that. Wait, I'm not done yet. I'm still not done yet. I need ya, hua, wa, ha. And I've run out of space again. Beautiful. Ha. Need la and ya. Morning light. If you ever have any questions, Kai, yeah, just ask what I'm doing. I'll try to explain it to you. Yeah. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to. Is there? I know that there's a button to transpose. Paste transposed. There we go. And then I can do equals this and this. Oh, this and this. And then I'm going to solidify these. I lied. This and this. Oops. Oops. I want this to be centered. 12-point aerial. Perfect. Why did I write Q here? Didn't I mean to write G? Yeah. Me. I'm also going to write in the labial and palatal sounds. I don't need all this. All right, so here's all the possible things. I'm gonna select all these in the corner here. Oh, fuck. Got to do that again. Everything's just a single sound, right? Time to click all these ones in the corners and say that they are allowed because they are geminates. These will be in light green. They are definitely allowed. I'm going to say that you can't cluster two nasals together unless they're the same nasals. Oops. Unless they're geminating. So they have to becoming the same thing. So you can't have nya. Just doesn't work. Just sitting here alone. And then I'm also going to find which are the palatal sounds. Okay. I'm just gonna, which sounds are the merge those, sure. We'll copy all of these. Well, I don't know, I'll put them down here. I'm also going to copy, no, I'm just going to copy this whole S chart. Here we go. So I'm also going to make it so that palatal sounds cannot mix with labial sounds. How about they can only mix with each other? That would be interesting. Cha, ja, cha. Sha, sha. Okay. Again, I should have done this off stream. Yeah. That doesn't count. Yeah, and yeah. That kind of makes sense because the other option is that a sound cannot mix with its original palatal sound. But then there's a lot of sounds that have 3 different variations depending on if they are palatal or labial or not. Should I say that ma is a labial sound? Yeah, I mean it is a bilabial sound. I'm gonna say na is a neutral sound because it's not really labial. I don't know. I mean that's also a velar sound right there. Who knows? Zwa, zwa. Ta, dwa, ta. I kind of, you know, I'm just gonna say. I like the idea of having a za. Zim. I don't know, maybe it's kind of like this, where the ga goes into I think that'll just be interesting. Yeah, so these are labial sounds. Oops. Fa. Fa, it's a labial sound. Hua, ra, ra. Ra, ra. All the W's. Fa and la. Oh, I don't even think I have that phoneme written down. I should have that written down though. Because it is a phoneme, right? Oh, I fucked this up. I always fuck that up. I always get confused about which one is which. They should put those in different places. Slightly different places. Yeah, I need to add that phoneme. Gol. Golm. Golm. Yeah, that can be a syllabic consonant, and that can also be that. Oh, then you have to think about what happens with syllabic consonants. Like labialization and palatalization within syllabic consonants. Oh yeah, this is getting complicated real fast. But I like it. So I need to add that now. Make that bold. And I need to add that. And I need to make that this. Then I need to add that down here. Make it bold. Make it this. Make it cry. Make it swim. Oh, a double cheeseburger. So then we can say that we could make it so that similar manners have to be articulated from the same places. Same manners of articulation have to be articulated in the same manner, in the same place. So, you know, we do the same thing. We have nasals here, do that with this, because ga doesn't really work. Da, pa, you know. Agda, agta, agpa. Adga, adga, adka, 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 ata. And, you know, they just become geminated, usually probably because of like what they are at the beginning. I know is. So I guess we're doing that. Oh, I should check icons. I don't have any. all the approximates. Labial. I was really hoping to do some grammar today, but I kind of want to figure out the phonotactics first. I feel like that's the best option. Okay, so the next thing I guess we could do is say that like types have to cluster together. Okay, let's write these down. Accepted geminates. Okay. So then we say palatals may only cluster with P isn't bilabial sounds, so yeah, that's gonna have to be oh, this is definitely a palatal sound. Palatals may only cluster with palatals. Not including I like the idea of having just labials, just labial sounds as they can't cluster together. You know, palatal sounds, they can cluster together. Palatal sounds, you know, if it's a velar, then that's allowed to cluster. So I'm going to exclude ang and dark L. So that's not included, and then dark L is also not included. Not invited to the party. I could probably honestly just take this, paste, transposed. Perfect. La. And then I can say something silly like, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I can just say no to any of these. Bilabial. Tsa and za. Tsa and za. They aren't bilabial, so not including that. Tsa and za. I think this will... I hope this will produce a good phonemic inventory. Opma. Excluding that, excluding that, excluding that. Excluding these. If I did something like this. Oh yeah, no. If I did something like this. Oh no, that just doesn't work. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh, I just have to go boom, boom individually. That sucks. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. God, abort mission. Oh god, this is going awfully. I mean, I don't care. I'll fix that later. Okay, now... Oh, I also want to get rid of... Oh god. I just want to get rid of all of these up here, because I don't want to make those red. I'm going to basically make everything that I'm highlighting red. There we go. Now I can dual wield them. Perfect. Perfect. And we'll say this is all banned. Banished. Not allowed. Oops. Accidentally left that selected. And then I also need to do that for a cross as well. I'm gonna select all of these at once. Fuck about it, click. breathe in, but I gotta. I'd talk about this song, but you guys can't hear it, unfortunately. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, so now we have a set of combinations that are disallowed. I'll review those later. But now we have a set of combinations that are specifically disallowed. Strictly forbidden. And then we do the same thing for these up here. Okay. Now that's all forbidden. And then I need to do it the other way. Oops. Okay. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Oops. Okay. So now this chart looks kind of patchy, but only the consonants that can cluster should be able to cluster now. You know what? I'm thinking I should probably reorganize the. I probably would have made this whole thing a lot easier if I would have reorganized this thing earlier. Hopefully this will start to all kind of come together visually once I rearrange everything. Yeah, this would have been a lot easier if I had just done these kind of first. And I did this order wrong, so. Now you can see the grouping within, it's like small groupings within each. So these are the nasals, these are the stops, these are the affricates, these are the fricatives, these are the proximants, and these are the... Oh, I think there's been an error there. Oh, and also here, I can see one of my mistakes that I made. I only made one mistake doing that whole thing. Oh, I also made a mistake right here. I think I spoke too soon. Okay, so we're going to talk about, okay, so these are, H is a fricative. I'm going to move H to the fricatives. I think it can also be an approximant or something, but I'm going to move it to the fricatives. It's in the fricative section now. What else? Where else are the approximants? Approximants. And I'm treating trills as like the same thing. Approximants. Grouped. I think I grouped the approximants a little bit wrong in the beginning. So I'm gonna group those together. These cannot. Calra. Calron. Calra. Calra. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to forbid those. But I think with the approximants, I'm going to allow some of them. So let me think about these. Because I like the idea of Calra. Ura. I'm going to say that these can be allowed to be. I'm not going to allow the trill. But Carly, I don't like those grouping together. So I'm going to allow Calra. And I'm going to say I'm going to give two exceptions. I'm going to say that except Geminids. I'm going to say exceptione. No, it's not good. Exception, Geminids. And then I'll do a little of this. Exception. Upside down R. With I'm going to say that these are specifically allowed. Expressly allow it. And then what are some other things? Garwo. I don't like the trill doing anything with anything. So I think I like or this with the W. I'm not going to allow it to go with the devoiced W, but it can merge with the voiced W. Cowrie. Arwa. with this, this, or this. It's perfect. All right. Kapma. Okay. Anta. Anda. Angda. Angda. Anga. Anda. Anka. Anka. I could have it so that they have to be the same place of articulation. Anko. Ango. N-O. N-O. Angda. Angda. Angta. Angta. Anga. Yeah, I think that's allowed. Atna. 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 I think that's allowed. Atna. Akna. Akna. Oh, interestingly. Am I saying, I think I'm saying, if I say ang isn't allowed at the beginning of syllables, does that mean that I don't have it here? Oh, but something becomes ang, doesn't it? Anu. 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 No, I think that's just going to become that. How about I have a sound shift that just moves it? So I'm going to put ideas for A. Oh, whoa. Oops, I accidentally did Control A. A, B, B, C. And I should probably move this over a little bit. A. I might even just merge these two together and just say no. Ang. That's just going to be onset then. Because I think I'm sticking with CVC. Onset vowel coda. CVC is allowed. Okay. Noang. So in the end, none of this shit's allowed. Agna. Agna. Atna. And then, oh, I also have onset and going to that, so ha at the end of word. So it's only at the ends of word, and it's only in the onsets of syllables. So it's also never going to be at the, it's going to never be at the ends of words. This is never going to be at the start of words, never going to be at the ends of words. So we can just completely block that out. Akna, akna, agna. Apnya, apnya. Apnea. Sleep apnea. Apnea. Acnea. 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 Acne. 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 I'm very curious. How does acne? How does that become? Does that just become acne? Becomes knie. It just becomes knee. 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 I found. Oh. What if instead of having CVC, we have CCV? Because we're forcing this consonant at the end here. Hutsu. 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 Zu. He hua. He hua. Laha. Lah. Ha. Ha. Laha. Does the modern have, doesn't have an so I think I'm just gonna have this become that, of course. Alright. Laha. 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 Hida. Hida. Nga. Nga. Funga. Funga. Because that's allowed, right? Yeah. Funga. Fung. Fung. Funga. 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 Yeah, okay. Funga. Okay, I'm gonna say that's loud. This is loud. I like this. I'm just gonna delete this row. Delete column. And I'm never better, never better. Anta, anza, anza, adza, adza, atza, atza, atza. I think a stop Africans, that's going to be really interesting. So we're going to allow anza, anza. I wonder if it's going to be voicing. Akza. I'm going to only allow. I'm not going to allow any. That's Atza. Atza. I wonder if I'm going to even allow tsa and za to cluster at all, because these nope, fuck that. Tsa. I like the idea of having a long beginning and a long end. It's not. Antsa. It's not going to be allowed to cluster with any agza. Can't cluster with anything there. Cluster with that stuff there. So I can only cluster with itself. Forgets can only cluster. Same. Affricates can only cluster with the same initial stop. Palatals may only cluster with palatals. Labials may only cluster with labials. We got some more weird merge stuff. I don't really care. Okay. So I think we have same initial stop or same fricative. So that's like atza and adza. Or I could just treat these things as... I kind of want to treat them as sounds in their own rights, but... Anza, anza, anza. Anza. Same initial stop or same final fricative. Angza, angza, angza. I think these are fine. These are fine to me. Angza, anza, atska, atska, atsna, adzna, atsta, adzta, adzta, atsta, adzda, atska, atsa, atsa, atsa. Yeah, these are all fine to me. I don't see any issues with these. Afza, Astza, Achza, Agza, Agza. Okay. This is where the issues are coming in. These are all banned except for this one. Adza, Adza, Atza, Atza, Atza. I'm gonna leave this yellow. This orange is an exception. All right. This will be an orange. Okay. The rest of these afza, afza, astza, astza are, well, at least these. At least these are fine. Afna, afta, afta, aka, afka, afga, afa, achna. Yep, these are fine. These are fine. Ahna, arna. Oh, shit, this is also fricative. That's strictly forbidden. Keep forgetting that this is a fricative. Ansa, anha, atha, atha, adha. We have to figure out some interesting orthography because that is just, ugh. I don't think that's allowed. We can't have people writing that and that being pronounced atha. And I can't use C either. Although I don't know why I use C in my language. That's a very weird choice from me. I don't even have an idea for what I'm going to use to write that in orthography. Ignore me about to choke on something. Okay. Okay. Arna? Arna? Oh, I have to figure out all these. Arha? Arha? Oh. Arha? Arsa? Arha? 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 I don't like that. Arga. Arya. Arfa. Arfa. But I feel fine with these. Which is really weird. I just don't. Arga. Arga. Arza. Arza. Artzak. Artzak. Arza. Arta. Yeah. What is it about Archa, 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 arya, arya. I feel like they should be fine. Arha. I feel like they should be fine, but I don't know why. Anra, angra, atra, adra, akra, agra, atsra, adra, afra, asra, ahra, 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 akha. I wonder if H should be allowed to cluster at all. Ahna, ahna, aha. Hair, a hair, more hair. Paper gang. Hell yeah! All right. I don't know. Ata. I feel like no. I feel like I'm not gonna allow H to cluster. Boop. Cannot cluster. Ahra, ahra, ahra. Archa, archa. Arna, arta, arda, arka, arga, ara, artsa, ardza, arfa, arsa, archa, arra, arra, arra. Sure. That shit can cluster. Anra. Yeah. I'm gonna mark these in purple so I can think about them for a little bit. Alna, alta, alda, altka, alga, alza, alza, alpha, alga, alia, alga, alga, alga. Alga, alda, 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 alta, alpha, ulsa, alha, alga, alga, alha, alha. I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna say la. Asla, asla, asla. Oslo. Oslo. Okay. Upni. Akni. Let's see. Akni. Upni. Okay. Aisha. Aisha. Okay, let's look at all these groups. Apnya. Aknya. I like those. Anpya. Anpya. Ankya. 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 I like those. Oh, nope. It's loud. Apcha. 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 No. Achnya. Achnya. Ajna. 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 Aj. Ajna. Achnya. Achnya. Achpya. Ach. Ach. Achpya. Ashnya. Chnya. Ajna. 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 Problem is I have to move my mouth. I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. Should cha-ja still be a palatal sound? Because it kind of doesn't sound like a palatal sound. And sha. Cha-ja and sha. I'm really not liking this, Africa. It might be interesting. Well, it might be interesting to keep that in. Just because of... Wait, I actually need to fix this, though. Wait, these are disallowed. I've made some African rules since then. There's no Africans in here. These are disallowed. Specifically. These are allowed. I wonder if I should move cha and ja over and just have it cha. I mean, it's a distinguishable enough sound. Who knows? Might be a good idea. No, I'm gonna do it. Oops. There we go. What did I say it was expressly disallowed? Oh. Almost forgot to move over this. Wait. Let's go down a little bit. Here we go. This looks a little bit more clear. Something about stops. Not coming into contact with affricates, right? Stops not coming into affricates, and then fricatives. Wait. Yep, these are allowed. Yeah, this is this. Ashra. Ashra. Arsha. Arsha. Ah, fuck. Did it again. So here's all the disallowed. Disallowed because of our rules. These giant blocks. No, of course, nothing in here is allowed. Afja. Anta. Anja. 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 And then I also have to do those rules here. This is allowed, this is allowed, this isn't allowed, this isn't allowed. Ashka, 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 ashka. Just like asta, ashka. Aicha, aicha, archa. Okay. Anya, anya. Apya, akya, akya, akya. Aya, aya. Sure, let's just say those can't cluster at all. Aha, aha. It can geminate, but it can't cluster. Anya, 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 anya. Albia, albia, alja, alcha. Alha, 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 alha. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that these are like alha, alha. Let me say that these have different allophonic realizations. What is it? Oh, with the slash before it? Oh, with the tick? No. I love how you can't scroll through that thing. It's not very helpful. It's K. Alright, yep. Makes total sense. Thanks, Xampa. Very cool. Should I just say that this is like long or something? Capital K. Okay. Anya, Anya, Albia, Alja, Alcha, Cha, 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 Ach, Achla, 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 Achla. That's going to get realized as These are all going to get realized as L long. It's allowed. These are all allowed. Oops, a little too orange. Anya, Anya, Abia, Akia, 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 Akia. Oh yeah, that's exercising muscles I've never used before. Akia. Anja, Anja, Apja, Anja, 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 Apja, Apja. And then, of course, that's just the affricate. Okay. Akma, 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 Ahma, Arma, 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 Arma. Ahpa, Ahpa, Ahqua, Akma, Ampa, Amqua, Amqa, Ampa. Afma, Afpa, Afqa, Alpha, Alpha, Aqua. No, hit ya. He's gonna be before I hit ya. Ah, all right. Arma. Arma. Arpa. 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 Ahpa. 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 Alpa. Arca. 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 Auca. Auca. Arfa. 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 Auha. Amra. Amra. Amwa. Amwa. Apwa. Apwa. Aqua. Aqua. Aqura. 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 Ashra. All right. I guess that's this whole thing done. Whew, okay. Well, I think that wasted most of our time here. Most of that was just me pronouncing random ass sounds. But I think that was all good. Let's look at some of these things now. Ache. Chedaka. 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 Urpu. 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 What is this with TS becoming a thing? Oh, right, because rounding harmony, it turns T into... Funga. 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 Iala. Oh, right. I have to say that this vowel goes away afterwards. This becomes... What did I say it becomes? It becomes... everywhere. Rilla. 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 Is that allowed? Rilla. 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 It's actually specifically not allowed. I remember. Rill. Rill. Did I add that on purpose? When did I add that? All right, I did. Oh, I believe that's an error. Arsha. Arsha. Archa. So that's actually specifically, that's actually funny. God. So that's gonna be, it's gonna be like gal, 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 gal. Yep. Kind of becomes B, just kind of becomes sure, let's do F. No, T because of tense. Become tense vowels, and that's aw, aw, T everywhere. Pakra. Gom. Gom. It's who. Gomatsu. Gomatsu. That's actually not allowed either. So what I'm thinking of having is like, for some of them, yeah. I should also list out all of the palatal consonants. I mean, I don't know. Excuse me. Zufo. 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 So long vowels can exist in stressed syllables, is what it looks like, which I don't like. Where did I wrote down, yeah, right here. Becomes so I'm gonna write this down as and then in stressed, oh, we only have 30 minutes. Getting to the end of this. So in stressed syllables, we have gets deleted. Except in stressed. So that means that this stays. Those get deleted. Those kind of stick around. Well, stress syllables aren't allowed to have schwa in them. Wait, does it get deleted? I don't actually know. Or let's just say lax or deleted. This is really interesting. Thinking, what if we retain... So we start off with an... I need to write this out a little bit more completely. We'll worry about this a little bit later. So in unstressed syllables, gets deleted. Oops. So it's really just this. I think that's a good representation of what happens. Oh, wait. It's a chain shift, so let's just assume that they happen all at the same time. And then... And then I'll move this kind of down a little bit. Oh, this is stressed. Okay. Eventually becomes flags because I don't know. So high tone long vowels become short. Okay. So we're at this spot right here. And I think I want this to develop into lax. And then this is tense. But what about long high vowels? I want to see if they can do something different. I want them to maybe they just become long tense vowels. Okay, so here's the thing. In my original thing, I had these written out as the same way. So that means that they're just probably just allophones of each other. So should we even be bothering with any of this? Uh, well, I kind of I want them to be different phonemes. I like how this is written down, but I do want them to be different phonemes. Maybe I shouldn't have them long and short. But then how do we destroy the distinctions? That's the problem. The vowel qualities. Because then if it's just, I just have E, A, O, whatever. What if I replace L with unstressed and H with stressed? That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. I think that's what I was originally going for. And then I got confused. Yeah, I think that works. It causes a lot of vowel deletion because a lot of vowels are going to be low unstressed. Low short. A lot of vowels are going to be high. Going to be low tone unstressed. A lot of vowels are going to be. So there's some that's going to be lax. Some that's going to be tense. Some that is going to be long tense. Like, do they just merge with the tense? And we lose a lot of the distinction? Like, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to think about that. I have like 40 minutes, let's say. Oh, dang. I must have started this exactly at 7 o'clock. I didn't intend for that, but, you know. This type of shit can happen. Okay. Lunch and tax. I'm gonna think about this. Does that mean that we have a length distinction only in stressed vowels? Only in stressed vowels. That would be interesting. I'll have to think about that. Do I have any closing regards? Do I have anything that I want to figure out in the end here? Let's just look through some of these things. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, I'll write this down. Should I have a Plato sort of thing? Um. So the last thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna write down some. What was I gonna do? Mothball. V long. V. Nope. Just V. Just V. I'll change this up a little bit, just to reflect the ideas and changes. So an unstressed. And then I was gonna have stress on the ultimate is long. Stress on the penult. Unless the ultimate is long. So then I'm gonna generate a new thing. I'm gonna make a new, yeah. Nope, not genius.com. Sophist Gen. Now I have to change all this shit. Alright, but I think we have a good idea now. Oops. It's going to be CV and it's going to be rewritten as just because I have a medium drop off. I'll have a molasses drop off for now. Big ass word list. Frequent. Oh, yep, of course. Yeah, you gotta have syllables with nothing in them. Ooh, we have nahufi. Nahufi. It's an interesting one. Narajodo. Or November in a swimming pool. Oh, I should probably save some of this. And then I'll do you, sure. Equals, oh, oops, I don't want to delete those. tack that on the end. And then, so V will become U. And then can't appear in stressed. Okay. So basically, say after all these changes, V becomes U. When it's for another syllable. So this is the penultimate, unless it's before the this is for long. And then the vowel becomes stressed. Oh wait. A long vowel. Oops, this is the end of the word. So if it's at the end of a word, long vowel becomes stressed. That's not it exactly. Long vowel becomes stressed. Yep, that's perfect. And then I want the new vocabulary. Sure, we'll just copy that much. I have a bit much here, let's say that. But it'll let me test a lot. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Okay, then we'll adjust all these rules here. Deletion. So then what happens if I cut out all of these? Oh, that's not where you want that to happen. Oh, I also want the rewrite rule. That's gonna fix a few of these. Oh, there's actually a few rewrite rules here, I think. Oh, there's a few. I should probably have these as rewrite rules instead of just normal rules. You always send the poor. Oh, hey, I have a viewer. Sup? How's it going? Hope you're having fun on the stream. I'll figure this out probably off stream at some point. I'll rewrite all these rewrite rules. Or maybe I'll do that right now, because we don't have much. We have a bit of time. Just a little bit. I'm really curious. I mean, I would have just done that anyways, off screen. I'm really curious as to how this is all going to work. They have the constants doing much. Put on what rules apply. All of these should get what the fuck? Oh, probably because these still exist. Oh, that's weird. Okay, now I'm confused. Alright, I'll figure this out. I'll stream at some point. Alright, but for now, I think that was a good second session. We got this whole phonotactics sheet done. I was hoping to get a little bit of grammar done, but nah, we gotta get this shit done. We had to get this shit done. Looks very nice though. I think it has some nice phonotactics. Phonoaesthetic. That's what I'm going for here. Alright. Guess I'll catch you in the next episode. I had a lot of fun. See ya.